Hina and I'm a solution therapist. Today I'll be talking about focus. And before I move ahead, I will tell you that today it's only about exploring what actually focus can mean to us. What is it that we perceive as a meaning related to focus? Tomorrow I'll be talking about what is focus dependent on, and henceforth the last part will be ways you can improve your focus. So moving ahead to today's topic, focus. When we talk about and we ask somebody, what is focus actually, So it's like, they will say, oh, it's like the ability to concentrate or to pay attention, to hold the span of time, wherein you are totally dedicated in doing something. Now, if you look at a child who is playing, a kindergarten child or a small young child, even teenagers or youth right now playing, some PS4 game or something. So they are very engrossed in doing that activity. So we say that, oh, they are so into it that nothing matters to them. They don't listen only. They cannot be disturbed easily. Why is that so? Because at that point, whatever activities that they are doing, that is their center of attraction, or that is their center of attention. So they are focused in that because the interest lies over there. You are interested in doing that particular activity. A small game like even playing with cars, you must have watched two child, they can play for hours, just banging two cars. That is because only they are interested in, creating that story around those two cars, and henceforth playing with that particular object. Likewise, when we move ahead from kindergarten to even actually the CEOs, they are focused in their own performance level. So at that level, their attention is how to grow, how to expand, how to create more, wealth maybe, or increase their workforce, or do some benefit activities for the society at large. It could be their target, could be anything, but the process to reach that target is how to remain focused in that particular activity. When we look at the definition of focus, and you'll go and find out yourself, you will see that at every place, and if, be it Oxford Dictionary, Merriam-Webster Dictionary, or any other dictionary available, you will see there is this center that they are mentioning. It means that there has to be some center point in which your attention is directed towards. Likewise, if you have studied physics, and I'm sure you must have gone through the subject and the topic, especially when you are drawing those ray diagrams, crossing through the lens, and when they, pass through the lens and they converge at a particular point, and that point is called focus. So it means all the rays that passes, they come and join and increase their, concentration at only one particular point, and that is focus. That example is actually relatable, and it can be watched as when we are putting the lens, the sun's ray crosses through the lens, it has the ability to burn the paper. Why is it so? Because the rays from the sun, it could be from any direction, but once it crosses that particular lens, it goes and converges at a particular point, thereby increasing the temperature at one point. So when the temperature is increased, therefore the paper at that particular point increases and it burns. So the focus for that, from this example, can be then there is a concentration of all the energies that is coming from a particular source through various, let's say degrees that it crosses through the lens. Likewise, from this example, we should learn that we need to have some goal in our life. That should be the end point, that should be the focus point, wherein we converge all the energies so that we can bring about some change over there. So that in itself shows that you need to have the fire in the belly. You need to have that attention for that particular thing, and it's only possible if the interest part is there. Any point of deviation from the interest will take you away from your own focus. That is called, very commonly known as, distraction. That we will see tomorrow maybe, as to what actually is dependent or focus dependent on. Today I would just like to say that there are 3 areas where focus we can relate to in our day-to-day life. First is our mind. When we are talking about mind, it means how focused is our thought process. When we talk to somebody and see a child, same class, the attention span for different children are different. It varies. Even with the siblings, it varies. Even with twin sisters or brother and sister or brothers, it varies. So we see that the attention span is very unique for each one of us. For me, it will be different, as for you, it will be very different. So that all is in the mind part. When we talk about focus with the mind, it means the thought process that is going through our mind, which has the ability to retain and hold on to a particular thing that interests us, or maybe it creates some kind of inquisitiveness around that particular thing that is going to happen. So that also seeks the attention of us. So mind is related to our thinking process. We say that, oh, that child is very focused. And why is that child focused vis-a-vis the study part? Because they can pay more attention to what is happening. So the second part will be then attention. The mind, the thoughts, the attention, the ability wherein you are engaging yourself in something that is happening, in the activities that is happening around you. So focus will be for you then, when we are talking about attention span, the engagement that is happening. When somebody is speaking to you, how interesting, or what is the content, or the way they speak, or whether it's going to benefit you, or it may be also a compulsion part, as in the case of education. Then it is, the attention will vary for each scenario. So the child, some children over there, when they are learning or when the teacher is saying, they grasp very quickly. So it's said that they are more focused in their studies because by default their attention was escalated and they were aware about what is happening around them. So their attention was then in place, and then goes the thought process in the mind. The third part that comes is the efforts. Here the efforts is, what are the activities that you are taking part in? How interesting those activities are for you. Now, for example, even if they are boring and you have to do it, then comes the other side of the coin. How interesting are you in doing that, because it's imperative to do that stuff. It's like the need of the hour. You have to do it. Whether you cry or do it, or you laugh or do it. But when something are important in life, and we know that there are no shortcuts to it, we have to go through that process. Knowing that fact, accepting that fact, and then engaging, that will give you an insight about your own creativity and the abilities that you possess. So the efforts is the third part. So when we talk about focus, if I have to just give a quick snapshot about it, it's like the mind, then your attention, and then your efforts. Mind goes for your thought. Attention is again when you are engaging yourself with a particular information, whether it could be in person, or you're reading, or you're listening, it could be any source. Then the third is your efforts. After all this, what are your efforts to sail through? Because as I said earlier, we need to have a particular goal in life. It could be a long term, break it down into mini goals and have short term goals, and that is okay. The most important thing is you need to do something on a daily basis. Don't quantify that I have to complete it today. Buy yourself some time, make a plan, go and do it. You all are capable enough of planning and executing also. If I have to say before I leave for today, focus is your own thing. It's your own mind that is going to play a role. That's the main thing. That's why it's the first step. It's the space that you occupy, that you bring on the table when you are executing anything that you are supposed to do. Therefore, if you have to remember, focus can be related to a pizza. So it's just like a pizza. So next time when you see a pizza, it should click in your mind, oh, this is all about focus. When I have to break down the pizza part, then I can tell you, pizza comes in a square box, it's circle, and we eat in triangle pieces. We have listened or watched many memes about it. So now it is a time to actually make it beneficial for your own self. So the box that we are talking about when we receive a pizza, that is the mind. Those are the boundaries, or that is the space that you are going to work in. So when you are sitting at a particular place and you need to focus on a particular thing, you look around, the boundary that is around you, that is the space that is occupying your own attention. Second part is then your circle, that is the pizza part. So that is your attention part. Over here, when you order pizza, there are so many flavors available right now. There are so many outlets from where you can purchase pizza. So having said that, if you just choose or shortlist one place, then it is you are going to maybe read the reviews, or maybe you have a particular choice. But once you order a particular pizza, so it means you are focused enough to order the pizza and you want exactly that same flavor or exactly the same taste that maybe you have eaten with your friends, or you have read somewhere, oh, this pizza is nice. So it is unique in that particular moment for you. So the space is that box, the pizza, that circle, that is your attention. You're going to select the pizza on the basis of your own choice. So when you are talking about attention, it has to be unique to your own condition. You know that you need to do this particular work, or you need to complete this particular work, or you need to engage in a conversation this particular, with these particular people. So that you need to focus. So you need to absorb, you need to engage, you need to have a dialogue, maybe with the person or within your own self. That's, subjective to each situation. When you talk about this pizza, it comes with various, let's say, toppings and all, and you know it. Now here it is, the creativity I spoke about, whether you are creative, that is the topping that you need to have on for your own self. When you are focusing on something, you find it boring, you need to top it up with something more, creative, so that you can retain your attention span till you complete the pizza. You can't just leave it like that. You need to finish it. When we talk about the triangle pieces, that is your efforts. So you can't, when you are cutting the pizza, maybe it's a personal pan or it could be a large pizza. There could be many pieces or there could be only 4 pieces. When you are having that, it's cut to triangles. When you pick up one, you will finish one. It's like, it's not normal, or people don't do it like that. Like you have, for the same pizza, you can't just take 2-3 bites from one piece and then you jump on to the other. So there is a system how you're going to eat it and finish it. Likewise for your work, for your focus of the activity, the center of interest for you that you need to do, that is the attention span that you need to retain to complete it, that is in your hand. So the ball is in your court. Think about it, how the pizza is so relatable to yourself when you talk about focus, how unique it is for that particular moment, because you're not going to order anything and everything, at that particular time. You must be having particular requirement, or you want to taste. It's raining outside, so you want something very piping hot. So that could be your choice. But pizza is exactly what fits focus. The square is the mind, that is the area that you are sitting. The pizza is your own attention because you picked up what you wanted to order and you are doing what you are supposed to do at that particular time. The triangle is your efforts because you're going to finish the pizza, you're going to finish your tasks or whatever work is given to you. Be it, if it's very boring, so you add some top on anything, like you can add pepper or red chili flakes, oregano. You need to pep it up to suit your own taste. Here it is to suit your own mood. So go ahead, try it out, have pizza tonight and enjoy yourself. Tomorrow I'll be talking about what is focus dependent on. Focus actually only means the center of activities which interest you and you need to retain so that you complete the work. Whatever it is, it can be anything. Take care, be safe, bye.